Yo, what's going on? This is your boy, your brother, Capello. You're now watching No Fluff TV.
This the NC State, riding round in my NC place. The tall hills and NC State, yes, NC's great. Cheer wine in my NC State, wouldn't rather be in any place. This the NC State, riding round in my NC place. The Winston Rams and EC State, yes, NC's great. From Cookout to Bojangles Place, wouldn't rather be in any place. This the NC State. It's a beautiful day in the R.
You scared of these?
Nah, I ain't scared of them.
Okay.
I'm ready for them.
Okay, alright. So what up, y'all? Welcome to No Fluff TV. I got an interview for us today, man. You know it's NC first for all the NC's on. Right now I got my man in the building, Shaun Redrum.
No.
So what up?
Man, just hanging in there, man. Grinding hard, working heavy, you know. Just getting it in, bro.
Yeah.
You know how it go.
Yeah, I do, man.
Yeah.
It's the top of the new year, man. How was your new year and all that?
And my new year was crazy. Brought it in Charlotte.
Charlotte, okay.
Yeah, we was up there, you know, going baby on baby.
Yeah.
Shout out to the baby.
Okay.
It was crazy, man. I was drunk, was partying, but it was good vibes. We stayed safe, you know what I'm saying? You don't get no better than that, you know what I'm saying?
What you was sipping on?
We was sipping on Ciroc. Then party got kind of crazy. We was taking shots of Crown Royal, mixing brown and white. You know, we just was feeling carefree. It was just felt good to me to be at the end of a decade, opening up another one, being able to reflect, you know what I'm saying, on what happened before, and making plans for the future, what we planning to do next. So it was just a carefree time, you know, kind of let everything down for a minute, let your guard down.
Right.
But you know, now it's back to the grind.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, so you know, talking about last decade, you know, 2010 to 2020, man. So let's talk about that whole decade. Like, did you start rapping before?
Oh yeah, I was rapping before 2010, but you know, I had just graduated high school in 2009.
Okay.
So, you know, I had just got out, just getting to the adult world, being free. Can't nobody tell you what to do and what not to do. It was just, if I had to describe the past 10 years, man, I just tell you it was all trial and error, man. You know, learning what works, what doesn't work, you know, learning the right reactions, knowing what to say, when to say it, when not to say it, and just becoming an overall better person, you know, better man over the past 10 years. So it's been nothing but trial and error, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's take just a little flashback. So 20, let's say 2010. Where were you as far as a career, or was it even a career for you then?
In 2010, it was a career. I still say it's a career, even without you being in the game or signed to a label.
Right.
Your journey is your career.
Right,
you know,
right.
That's how I see it. And at that time, I was thinking it was more about being nice on the mic than it was about what it really is, more about business. Being able to handle business, knowing that you know your selling points, how to market yourself, how to brand yourself. So I was more focused on being nice. Over time came, you know, social media came in place, and it became more about branding.
Right.
So, you know, I had to learn through that. So I didn't really get a grasp on it. I'll say until the past like 2 or 3 years, I started getting more into branding, what it meant to sell yourself, stuff like that.
Okay, so what would you say your brand is now?
My brand now is me, myself, I'm my own brand. You know, I understand the clothes you wear, how you represent yourself, how it makes somebody else feel, your music, how it makes somebody else feel, as if it's able to help somebody else. Like somebody could listen to your song and say, man, I felt that same way. It's a love song, a struggle song. People like to be relatable to other people. Like, I'm not the only one going through this. And it makes it easier for people to get through it. So that's why I say I'm building my brand off of just being able to be relatable and being down to earth.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you know, 2010, you kind of starting off trial and error. So let's say halfway through, how much had you grown within those 5 years?
From 2010 to 2015, I had grew as far as like I was able to increase the amount of money I made.
How was you making money, like shows?
Well, I was working at the time.
Okay.
I had increased that because I really didn't know the business, the business about how to sell it, like move units, the way I do now.
Right.
So at that time, I was getting older. I was still learning, You know, I didn't know, because I can take you back to a story, we'll get to it later, when me and one of my homeboys went to Atlanta, you know, and they had told us about the rise of social media and what it was going to mean to the rap game. And we was told that in 2012, and we thought they was just trying to get over on us. We thought they were just shooting a bunch of lines, but it turned out to be reality, man.
Right.
So from 2010 to 2015, still the same thing, trial and error, but I had got better with learning my image more. But it was still about the same thing. I didn't really get a grasp on what really was going on until I say late 2016, 2017, man.
Right. Yeah, you know, I hear people say that you have to look how you want to be perceived, so to speak.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I mean? And so I think that was the case maybe at that time. Do you still think that's the case? Because I don't think...
That you look how you want to be perceived?
Right, because for an example, right? And I could be kind of, you know, not viewing it the right way, but like, maybe J. Cole's not a great example because he kind of came out with the first, he wanted to be flashy, blah, blah, blah. But then he realized, man, that don't mean nothing. And then you see him, it's like he's bummy. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe, I think there are other artists coming out that I guess don't try to portray themselves as having everything. You know, you do have some rappers going out buying all the jewelry and everything to look like a big time artist. But then there are some that come out, they just kind of regular. And so, but they are well liked just as well as the other ones.
Yeah.
Almost, I would say even more so.
Yeah.
So where do you say you fit into that whole, I look like this and that because I want to be perceived as this?
I feel like if I had to say, I'd probably say I'm in the middle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not too much of one or the
Okay.
other. I'm just myself. I always like to dress nice.
Okay.
I love Jordans. That's what I'm always gonna wear. I don't
Right.
see myself ever not like waking up one morning and saying I'm not gonna wear Jordans. I've been wearing Jordans like pretty much my whole life.
Right.
I always like to dress nice. I know like how you carry yourself means a lot. You know, you can say whatever you want to say, but you see a person, you're like, I'm not gonna walk up to that person. They don't look like somebody I'll talk to. But if you see a guy with some shoes on, maybe that you got in your closet, you like, hey man, I got those shoes. It's a conversation point. If we can build a common ground. You don't have common ground from the eye. It always starts with the eye. When you see somebody, you see a woman or anything, you're like, okay, that's familiar. So we kind of, I feel like, how to put it is like, unconsciously, we attract to what's familiar. You know, a lot of us, like if you see another guy with dreads, you like, hey man, yo.
Right.
So it's a respect thing because it's like a common ground, and I feel like respect is always built on a common ground. So I would say I'm in the middle. I can relate to the guys that's abstract. I can relate to the guys that's wearing the chains and the jewelry, but I know that really all of it at the end of the day is just material. It's about what's inside your heart that matters the most. So that's where I'm at. I say I'm in the middle, but I'm just being myself. I'm not.
Right.
I won't put on something just because you like it.
Right.
But if you like it,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. I feel you.
yeah.
All right. So now 2020 is here. When you're looking back on over your last 10 years, what do you say you've learned the most?
I learned the most.
As far as your career and everything.
My career, what I learned the most. What I learned the most. What I learned the most about my career.
Or about you, I guess, as it relates to your career.
Kind of thinking about what I do, how does it affect others? If I do a certain thing, I get on a song and I say a certain line, how would this be perceived amongst the audience? I know everyone has their different opinions. Nobody can control that. But just how I want to be able to control the eyes as much as possible, which means as far as what I can do, I'm going to do as much as I can. So I feel like that's the main thing I learned. Like, yo, you can't just get on the song and say whatever.
Okay.
Just say anything. I'm more calculated now. after that past 10 years, it's not like I used to just sit down and just write whatever I wanted to say. Now it's like, okay, if I say this, how will they take me? If I say this and I rap about this, how will I be perceived? You know what I'm saying? And that, I feel like that took me a long way, and it's taking me further because I'm more thinking about, okay, how will this affect others? If the kids see this, what would they think about this? And what would, just different things like that. Okay. Not trying to fit in, but, kind of just how will this be taken? You don't want to say this anything, and it's like they just run off crazy. So we got to try to make the best product we can.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good, man. But, now it's time we're going to jump into these new fluff
Okay,
questions.
let's do it. No fluffing.
Yeah. We wrapped up the 10 year.
Yeah.
Decade. So look, we did this before, so let's how it is. I got a number in mind.
All right.
You pick your number.
All right.
I do the math, and you pick those the difference between my number and your number.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And of course, it's no fluff.
No fluff.
Yeah, it ain't no cap no more. It's no fluff. Man. So, what number you got?
I'm going with 7.
Wow.
Well, you was picking the same number?
I had 7. Yeah, I had 7. So you saved today, brother. Yeah, man. All right, so we went over your 10-year, your last decade. You had a lot of growth from being, I guess, a new artist to the artist that you are today. But let's go back a little bit further, just for the people who don't know. Let's talk about where you from.
I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and
born and raised.
Born and raised here.
Yeah.
And I know you say you had people back in New Bern.
I got people in New Bern. Yeah, the roots of my family is in the 252.
Okay.
In New Bern. So I was always growing up. We always took trips down there.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
Still to this day, family
Right.
down there, rooted down there.
Yeah. Shout out to 252, man.
Yeah.
Or same back in 252.
Mm-hmm.
So, what about your musical influences? Let's start off with generally, and then I want to talk about North Carolina influences.
Okay, my general influence.
Mm-hmm. Any genre.
Well, really, it's just gonna tell you off the top of the head, like Tupac.
Okay. Is that where the nose ring came from?
Yeah. It made me want to do it, but I also did it just for identity reason. Because at the time, when I first got my nose ring, nobody else had one.
Yeah.
I had my braids dyed red.
Wow.
No,
so you like Trippy Red out here?
Kind of, not really, but I mean, if you want to compare it, my hair was red as like a fire hydrant.
Wow.
And I was like, what else would make you stand out? Okay, if you pierce your nose and you got red braids, nobody will forget they seen you.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be like a type of person, when I walk in the room, even if you didn't know my name, we saw that guy over there with the red braids and the nose ring. And then over time, like 2015, 2016, it seemed like I'm looking around, I'm seeing all kinds of guys. Now they got nose rings, but when I did it at the time, I didn't see a lot of people with it, and that's what influenced me to do it. If I had seen a lot of people doing it, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah. So, what you just said, like, it hit me from whole nother angle, right?
Right.
Because, what are you, like 28?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
And so, our generation was so much, like, on originality.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't bite nobody's style. You couldn't sound like nobody.
Yeah.
Or, I guess come across or look like somebody, like even there was an issue with Ja Rule and DMX when they, cause X was kind of out in the forefront first.
Yeah.
And then when Ja Rule came, it was like, oh, he like X and Tupac in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, that I know for me, I was like, man, I don't know about how I feel about this guy. And so I'm saying that we were so much on that, but then we got older.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We coming up from another generation. And so then we were starting to see a younger generation start dyeing their hair. And we was like, what is these nut niggas doing?
Right.
And so, but the perspective is, I didn't want to look like nobody else.
Yeah.
I was trying to be original.
Identity, yeah.
Yeah, and have your own identity. So, I think that put it in a lot of perspective for, you know, like an older generation. Because even like with Tekashi, I still, you know.
That's still kind of...
Yeah, her Rainbow, bro.
Yeah.
But, you know.
But he sold it and nobody else has that.
That's right. And that's what you're going to remember him
that's what you remember him about.
Yeah, so
like what we were talking about, the image and how it's perceived. All
right.
that. You see somebody, you stand out. People always love different.
Yeah.
You know, they love something that's different.
Yeah.
But it still got to be relatable somehow.
Yeah.
Can't be just completely abstract. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a perspective. So Tupac and who else?
Tupac, Big L, Biggie, Pimp C.
Gotcha. I remember you saying.
Yeah, I love Pimp C. I learned a lot from Jay-Z too.
Okay.
Drake, Lil Wayne.
Right.
Yeah, that's like pretty much the main influences that I had. I used to sit down and listen to them.
Yeah.
Big Pun too. I used to sit down and listen to them, and that used to construct my raps. I mean, J.R. Writer is really like my biggest influence. J.R. Writer and Tupac, and then Bone Thugs and Harmony, and that's me in a nutshell.
Wow, really? Yeah. Okay. So you used to remember their raps and rap just as fast, or
I can still rap fast right now. But what I used to do with Bone Thugs and Harmony, how I learned how to rap fast, I used to print out their lyrics back in the day. Remember we used to have the lyric websites. Go out there A to Z.
Ola.
I don't know.
I don't know if that was around when it was Ola for us.
I used to. We came up probably around the same time. I was on Windows 98 too.
Yeah, I mean Ola was the place, official. Something hip hop lyrics. Yeah.
I used to go to lyrics.com around the same time when Napster was out and all that.
Yeah,
I remember all that. But I remember when people didn't even know how to really burn CDs like that.
Yeah.
But around that time, I used to go on the website lyrics.com. And I used to print out their lyrics, and I used to read the lyrics along with the song.
Right.
And as I was reading the lyrics along with the songs, I learned they were really not really rapping all that fast.
It's just
the syllables.
Right, that's all it was.
So if you stack the syllables a certain way, it sounds faster than it is, and that's how I learned how to rap fast.
Right. Okay, so what about the North Carolina influence?
My North Carolina influence?
Yeah.
One of my biggest influences was Little Brother. Back in 2006, I was just a jit, like learning how to really put flows together. We was recording on a Staples mic. I don't know if you remember the mics from Staples, the little pen.
Oh really?
Pen mic, yeah.
Wow.
So we used to plug that in. This was around the time when MySpace was out. Little Brother had came out with the Minstrel Show around that time.
Right.
And they had punchlines and lyricism. But I think that was like the first time I had heard somebody really coming with lyrics and punchlines in such a hip hop concrete form over Ninth Wonder type beats. So it was that was my first influences. Like, after that, I mean, that's really my...
You're not going to give it a PD Pablo, bro.
Nah, bro. Nah, he didn't really have nothing. Because I always love lyrics. Even in present day where it seems like people don't appreciate lyrics as much, I still have to write lyrics. That's just, it's an expression to me. Rap was always my diary. That's why I started rapping. So I feel like I always have to put down some type of lyrics. Yeah.
You talk about those different artists from Tupac to Bone, Thugs, J.R. Writer. Like, how do those artists influence your life at first? Because maybe from a rap standpoint, you kind of wanted to be like them in some aspect, but like, as far as your real life, when you heard them, did you hear something that made you say, I don't want to be that way? Well, for an example, right? They always made a big thing about snitching. So when you're hearing it, are you saying like, nah, I don't want to be a snitch or whatever the case may be? How did those artists influence you, your mind, as a person?
The snitching policy, that was taught at home.
Right.
Like, that was like,
right.
Don't you come in here telling on them and this and that. That came from home. So I never was like, I tried to push myself off or something I did, try to say, oh, well, he was with me. Like, nah, I mean, I got to own up to my own actions.
I hate people like that.
I got to own up to my own actions as a man. I feel like I do. Right. You know what I mean? I don't feel like it's always respected and appreciated, but I do.
Yeah.
But Tupac was like that was like my pops at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I was going through gang banging, wanting to hang with the homies, thinking that was cool, fighting all the time as a young kid. But listening to the Me Against the World album, he was like, you know, trying to change everybody's mindset on that album. I felt like that was a turning point for Pop. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to change your mindset. Like, instead of being a drug dealer, you could be a lawyer. Instead of doing this, you can go about it that way. And that's when I had kind of said, okay, man, I can change how I think. I don't have to be, you know, trying to prove myself. Even though we still kept going on and on with it. But that's what kind of made me start thinking a little bit different.
Got you. And so, like, you know, listening to these artists and everything, did you have a goal to be like them or at their status? Like, what, you know, what is your goal for you as an artist?
What's my goal?
Right. Are you trying to get to like a Kanye status?
I wanted to be the face of a generation. So
okay.
I'm the next 10 years. I want to have my face in there. When they start writing up the list at 2029, I want them to say, "Look, Red Rum. We remember seeing Red Rum." I don't care if it's only 2 or 3 years.
Right.
I just want to be in the conversation at the end, you know, and that's what I'm striving for. If I can't be in the conversation, I'm still gonna do what I do on this level, but you know, I'll probably transform into something else. Yeah, but as far as music goes, I want to be one of the best, so that's why I'm so stuck on, like, let's make the best product we can make. Whatever it takes to make the best, from the beat to the lyrics to everything. I want to make the best product.
Right. Now, how are you planning on getting out there in a climate where it's a whole bunch of rappers? Like, it's so many artists. There was a list. Were you on that list? I can't remember. It was like a top 50 or something underrated.
Yeah,
were you on that list?
They didn't put me on there.
Okay. Now, just saying, how do you get above the list that whoever took part of making it?
Okay.
To, you know what I mean? To get to the top of the generation, like you said.
So what I learned about, like I say, the business, you know what I'm saying? I learned people can only speak about what they know about, what they've seen. That doesn't mean you're not working.
Right.
That does not mean that you're not putting in the groundwork that you need to put in. But that does mean you need to get more exposure.
More visible.
Yeah, you need to be more visible. It needs to be running in front of their eyes, not one time, but a bunch of times, a few times. So, you know, that's why I was learning, like, okay, people say, well, this person dies, and then it's like all of a sudden they blew up. The work ethic was already there, but now when somebody dies, first thing that happens when somebody died, hey, you heard so-and-so died? Then you call somebody else, yo, they died. It's promotion. So that's the highest form of promotion is death, because everybody talks about when somebody dies. Jail too. Or anything, any kind of bad incident. So I kind of learned, like, okay, you got to be exposed. As for example, you didn't know the Impossible Whopper was out. They didn't run it on every channel. We wouldn't know about it. I mean, it didn't mean that it's not over there. But we have to know about it, and that's what I learned. Like, I just have to be more exposed and have the music accessible where they can just click right to it. Because people don't have the time, and I feel like the attention span to go searching for something. They want to see it on their timeline. Like, you scroll through, you see an ad, boom.
Or you scroll on YouTube and you see them on No Fluff TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, okay. And you're right about that. But what I want to go even further is like, how do you get more exposure? Like what is the plan to become more visible, to get into those algorithms that people may have, maybe just locally? Like, how do you become more exposed or visible to the people closest to you?
I feel like really it's simple. You get on a bigger platform. A platform with that has millions of followers. That's one way. Another way is getting like a cosign from somebody. Like, let's say Yo Gotti was to grab you. Say, yo, this my man right here. A lot of people follow Yo Gotti in the streets. They'll say, okay, we're going to check him out. He might not do it one time. He might have to do it 2 or 3 or 4 times. Like, this me, but this my man's right here. Rock with my man's. I feel like that's how Moneybagg and Black Youngster was able to get on. For an example. You know.
But you're not looking for a cosign, you saying?
If somebody pulls me in and they say, yo, this my man, I'm with it, but don't try to control me. Don't try to have me on the shelf for 3-4 years.
Right.
Nah.
Right. I got you.
Yeah. But I don't mind, man. You pull me and you say, yo, this my man. Push me to be better, but I'm trying to go ahead and push.
Right.
I'm all about forward motion. I don't want to sit still. I don't want to go back in the other direction where I was. I want to keep pushing forward.
So that means, would you say you have to be more visible, like locally at doing shows, or does that mean you have to be more visible, maybe on social media?
On social media, I feel like, and I might be wrong. You might disagree with me on this, but I feel like the shows come on the other side. You know, like. First, you got to get your visuals out there, your videos out there.
You got videos?
Yeah, I got videos,
right.
but I need to go back in. It's like I need to make them more interactive. Like from example, PS2 to PS3 to PS4. It gets more graphic. It gets more in depth. I feel like I could be more in depth with my videos. I critique myself a lot. Like I sit back and watch my videos for hours. I'm like, man, we could have done this better.
Right.
This angle right here, we could have did this better. You know, we could have made this much, you know, tweaking and angles and stuff like that. So I'm feeling like the visuals need to be a little more graphic this time around this year to get my face out there, get people talking and keep people talking.
All right.
So
listen, so I'm gonna see if we can get people talking right now.
What's up?
We just talked about that list of people.
Yeah.
That was like overlooked or underrated and all that. Yeah. So name 3 people that you feel like you're better than out there.
3 people.
Fluff TV.
3 people that I'm better than out there.
Yeah.
DaBaby, J. Cole, and Stunner for Vegas.
What? Really?
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, you said. I don't know about Stunner for Vegas. I don't know about him. But DaBaby and J. Cole, you're better than both of them?
Yes. Give me the same industry beats. Give me the same type of marketing plan. Give me the exposure that they got, and you'll see I outsell them right now. Right now.
You can so you're saying you really believe you can outsell? I'm not gonna say J. Cole, cause J. Cole is very well established.
He is.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'll take on the
DaBaby. But you say you'll take on the challenge.
Yeah, I will. I would tell him that.
Right.
Cause one thing, man, that I struggle with on the level right now is the beat selection, man.
You feel like you don't choose the right beat.
It's hard to find the right beat.
Right.
Like if I had, cause like for a long time, as we talk about the past 10 years, I kept trying to write to these beats. Cause before, like I say, 2010, even through 2011, I was always rapping off industry beats. Basically a beat that was somebody else's.
Right.
That's what we made. But I was making my own songs, hooks, and everything. But I had people around me like, nah, man, you got to change out of that. So going 2011 to 2012, we started looking more into like original beats. I kept writing to them, and I love music. Right. So I'm sitting there listening to it. I'm like, something about this ain't right. It's not me though, because I practice enough. I can rap, but the beats, man, the music, the foundation of a song is the beat. The song is the words, just the words.
I don't think it got nothing to do with it.
I think it do, because I feel like when you hear a beat, even if you hear just the instrumental, like you already like, then the words come on, it's just like this hyping the beat up. Okay. Like Quavo.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just disagree.
What you say about that?
I believe you have to have bars. I do. But I also believe it's the energy. And like and now I'm not necessarily trying to do a critique like live, but like I would say the critique for you is I hear the bars. I just don't believe you.
You don't believe
when I say believe you, not that you're lying, but it's not coming across. Like even you posted a joint the other day. I was like, I hear them, but you sound and look kind of bored when you rapping. Yeah. And so it has. I think it should come through more. And I don't necessarily mean it's the beat. Yeah. For an example, like I had got on, cause it's not a comparison, but I want to like give an example. Like I was listening to a list, and they have like, these artists you may like type thing. And I heard this song, and in the song it wasn't necessarily this dude was so lyrical, but it's like what he was saying was like I believed him.
Yeah.
In the story, I can kind of see where the bars, and I'm like, oh, this is not something I normally would like.
Yeah.
But it just came across right, and so then, when after I heard, go ahead and crack it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I heard the joint, and I was like, who is that? And I never knew. I forgot to go back to the list, but then I heard it. I was like, oh, and it was Benny the Butcher.
Okay.
And so it's not necessarily the beat. It's like what he was saying, because their beats are slower.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing too, man. Like, it's like the beat gotta be. That's why I say it all start with a beat.
Right. No, but I do agree with you. I do agree.
Like,
I'll say this: when you say it starts with a beat, for me, an artist that I don't know, for me to really listen to you, right? You gotta have the beat at least, because I don't know if you can rap yet. You gotta have something that grab me. But then, if you can grab me with a beat, all right, I'm gonna tune in. But then if you ain't saying that, I don't really want to hear it.
So check this out. So this is why I say this, cause this is a good debate,
right?
So, what happens when you get excited about something?
I don't know.
You're energetic.
Yeah. Okay.
If I just hear this any type of beat, it's like.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You excited? You said when you get excited, you get energetic.
Right.
Do you think your style is energetic?
Hell yeah. I got a lot of energy, but it's like the beats that surround me right now, they're not making me excited. Like,
I think I disagree. Even talking what you do in the interview,
yeah,
you're more relaxed. You like cool.
I'm chilling right now.
You know what I'm saying? But
I don't have nothing to be excited about.
Okay.
Right now. It's like, why would I be in here hyped up? We just talking. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But I'm saying I don't feel that energy from you. I get more of like a cool, like.
Oh yeah, I'm cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the kind of vibe I get from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'm saying, I get what you're saying as far as hype, but then I feel like the hype might be beyond like where you are, where you kind of level out at. Like normally, okay, 7 days a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many of those days are you energetic versus like you chilling?
Versus energetic and chilling.
Yeah. Or for an example, the viewers, right? If they go to your Instagram, how many videos are they gonna see you with a lot of energy versus you chilling?
Well, you gonna see me chilling more because we not really in a party setting all the time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We most of the time we just sitting back, maybe sipping,
right,
doing whatever. But like I said, that's why I said the beats, man. If I don't hear a beat that's making me
kind of bring it out of
it.
Yeah,
well, if I hear a beat like, okay, we on right now. This shit right here.
Yeah.
Nobody can get more hype than me.
Okay.
Like, nobody.
Okay. So you need the beat to bring it out of you.
Of course, man. It's just like if you see a woman, man.
Right.
I'm not gonna try to get too explicit.
No, go ahead.
But you know, okay, like look, you see
there's no fluff TV.
Look, you see a bitch that come out. She bad as fuck.
Wow, okay.
She curved. She got the curve. She got all of that.
Okay.
Okay. You might be hard as soon as you see her. You like, oh, what?
As soon as you see her?
You might be. You might be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck the shit out. Yeah, you might be like, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of that bitch. Yeah. But then you see another bitch. She might have curves and shit, but she more like, okay, how can I say it? She's more like more relaxed.
Okay.
You gonna be kind of like, okay, man, yeah, I fuck the shit out of it. You know, you gonna move kind of with her vibe. You know, you got to have something. You got to have something that fits your vibe, and that's why I feel like DaBaby, to me, is one of the best artists to ever come out of North Carolina because he got the beats that fits his vibe. The bass line, boom, 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 boom. It's like you hear it, you got like, yo, let's go, let's ride. Like that's the best thing about his music. J. Cole is a relaxed type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? I never really heard J. Cole be hype. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
I kind of think that's how, like, that's what I'm saying. The personality, Baby is a wild card. So you're going to get that more energetic from him. Cole is more chill. So, of course, his is more thought-provoking, you know, whatever. So that's what I'm saying, like in comparison, right? Your normal is chill.
Right, on the regular day.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Like, if you're more of a wild card or, you know, more of that one that's kind of like a loose cannon, you, to me, would seem like you would get more hype.
But I'm both.
You're both.
I'm just the middle. I'm in the middle.
Okay.
Like I'm.
You
like,
can kind of play both sides. What you saying?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You can do like the chill, and then you can hype it
but
up.
I the beats that surround me right now. They're only keeping me where I can be chill. They're peaking me right here.
Right.
I can't unlock Super Saiyan 2 and 3 unless you come to Super Saiyan 2 and 3. And I'm not around producers that can unlock Super Saiyan 2 and 3. So that's why I'm so frustrated right now. I'm like, I need a better beat
Producers.
selection.
All NC producers.
Right.
Hit my man on IG.
Yeah, for real.
Shaun Redrum.
Because, bro, energy is to be matched.
Mm-hmm.
You can't overmatch. Like the beat I was rapping to on Instagram you was talking about.
Right.
It was more of a chill beat.
Right.
And for so long I was rapping. I was hyped when I was rapping.
Right.
Because I was excited. I came up with them bars.
Right.
So it was like you said, you heard the bars.
Mm-hmm.
For so long I was hyped. I was going in.
Right.
Okay, it got to a certain point. Everybody around me was like, man, yo, Ron, chill that down, bro. That beat don't mean that, bro. Chill. So I kind of learned just to fall back and kind of just spit what I spit.
Right.
If you believe me, that's on you. But a lot of times I feel like, oh, that's come out of perception too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I'm just viewed as just another artist up here rapping, you gonna say it.
Right.
But if Meek Mill or somebody was to say, yo, this is my man, you would be excited when you go to it. You like, you gonna be more tuned in. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we got to get more exposed. That's why I feel like it's at right now. And I need a better beat selection. I need beats that's gonna help me peak. Like Drake is a laid back artist, but Drake also is able to pick beats that he can still be laid back, but it's able to push him where he can kind of peak. You know, I gotta match the energy. I can't get on a laid back beat and be up there be like, yo, cause I'm clashing then. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's like the beats. Man, I was listening to beats all night last night, and I was up here. I was like listening to beats because I want to turn up. Man, I turn up. Like when I tell you I get lit, I get lit. I'm a little bit of everything, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I say, the only artist you really can compare me to as far as being all around is Pop. But I don't have the beats around me where I can get lit. The music I want to hear when I get lit. Because all these beats they come out with, a part of getting lit to me is we moving. These beats are ticking on 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, I need some 1, 2, 3, 4. We bounce.
So since you said you need beats like that, who's your favorite producer?
My favorite producer?
Because from the sounds of it, it sounds like you need Swiss.
Swizz beats, yes. If I could meet Swizz in person, he could get me right.
Swizzy?
Yeah, he could get me right. That's one of the main producers I want to work with right now. Swizz Beats.
Okay.
Swizz Beats. If I could get a beat from Jetson Made It, like doom 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 doom. You got something I can turn up to? We gonna go crazy, man. Like I can turn up. And that's one thing that I'm blessed about because I can go everywhere I need to go with it. But it's just like the places I need to go, I can't go alone. You know what I'm saying? I need a beat.
Right.
I can turn up acapella. I could turn up right now and start amping. You probably be looking at me like, bro, you got that in you? But I can do everything. But it's like, if I'm just chilling, what I'm gonna be hyped up for? I'm chilling, man.
Right.
Yeah.
But who's your favorite producer though?
My favorite producer?
Yeah.
I don't really have a favorite producer, man. Because that's just like, the game changed so much.
Yeah.
So it's like, you went from, I remember when samples was like the best thing you could get. You could get you a sample, you was on.
Right.
Kanye type samples and stuff like that. Now we going from like samples and stuff like that to being more of a bass heavy, rhythm type joint. And everybody don't have them type of beats, and I feel like DaBaby the one doing it the best right now. Like nobody is doing it better than DaBaby right now. Somebody can try to argue with me. Nobody is doing it better than DaBaby right now. People try to say, well, he don't have no bars. He don't have to have bars because the beat is there. The beat is in place. All he got to do is stay with the beat, match the energy, and say something catchy, and that's boom. There you go. So I feel like regardless.
But do you really think it's that simple?
Yeah, it's that simple. 'Cause I used to play in a marching band, man.
Okay.
So like one thing I know, when it starts with
what you play in a marching band?
I used to play percussion.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So one thing I know about instruments, one thing that pulsates people is that boom, 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 boom. Whatever is hitting you, it's like however it's hitting you, you hear that doom, doom. People don't even notice it, but the room you move to the like they used to say in a analogy. They used to say, you move to the rhythm of my drum set. You ever heard that?
No.
You never heard nobody say that? They say that. Yeah,
I heard something similar.
You move to the rhythm of my drum set. You don't move to the guitar. Everything else, I feel like in the like music is just accenting off the drums and the bass. The times in a bar 1, 2, 3, 4. The snare drum hitting on that 2 and that 4 beat. The upbeat and the downbeat. That's what's making you tick. That. And most of the time the snare only hit on the 2 and the 4. But that bass is driving you. That bass is driving the whole song. If you don't have bass, you don't want to turn it up in the car. That's why people have systems. And if I
right.
if I don't have a beat that's going, hey man, I'm gonna turn this up in my system. What I'm saying and rapping about is you just a motherfucker talking. You know what I'm saying? Reality.
Okay.
And that's what I learned, like probably like we talk about 10 years, that's one thing that I learned. But I was going through it and I'm still struggling with finding that beat, man. Like that beat. Like
the beat is gonna take you to like the next level.
Yeah, like when you hear Suge come on. What do you notice when Suge come on? Don't. And you already bouncing before he even start rapping, the bass come. Cause you know it's ticking. Right. It's like, okay. All he gotta do is come with a little something that's there.
So Is it easy to say that DaBaby's like your favorite artist right now?
And right now, yeah, I feel like DaBaby doing it the best right now. But DaBaby got the best beat selection out of any rapper.
Not even Meg Thee Stallion. She don't got it, no. I mean, they had both of them. As
far as females go, she got a good wave. She got probably one of the best waves I heard. You know what I'm saying? But beat selection wise, man, DaBaby, man. Point blank, period. Blank, like he said. It's what it is. If I could get beats like that, man, I'm gone, man. I'm gone right now.
Okay. So, all right, let me ask you this then. If you could describe hip-hop, or not describe hip-hop, if someone asked you, or not really someone, I'm asking you, is there one song that you can think of that you would say sounds like what hip-hop is? What is that song?
What song?
Yeah. If you had to describe hip-hop to somebody.
Hip-hop to today. Hip-hop today.
Period. Yeah, today, yesterday, whatever. If you had to describe hip-hop to a person, they say with one song, tell me what or show me what hip-hop is, what song will that be?
What hip hop is?
Right.
So it's past, present, now.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever is your song to represent hip hop, this is a song to play.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah.
Cause when you say that, man, it's like I'm looking at 3 different worlds that I lived in.
Right.
The 90s, the 2000s, and now the 2010s, and then now we at the 20s.
Right.
So much has changed. Cause if I was gonna tell you the 90s, I'll tell you Shook Ones.
Okay.
That would represent what that whole era was about to me.
Shook Ones, okay.
You want to go into 2000s?
Yeah, let's go 2000 and see what you got for that one.
If I was gonna say what hip hop was, early 2000s, I throw Big Pimpin' at you. Because
Okay.
it got to be more about being flashy, being catchy in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Be more about platinum chains and stuff. 90s people still wearing gold.
Right.
You know, 2010s, it got a little more, even more flashy. It wasn't just about long, big chains and medallions no more.
Right.
It became shorter, but they were more clustered out with diamonds and more platinum. It got even more flashy.
Okay.
Now you got to have clustered rings and, you know, the fancy cars and stuff. So if I had to say in the 2010s, song that represent what the 2010s was about to me, it might sound crazy.
Migos. It's a Migos song, ain't it?
Hell no.
Come on, bro.
I would throw Bad and Bougie up there. But, man, y'all not understanding, man.
Go ahead. Give it to us then.
It's Bop by DaBaby. I'm telling you, man.
DaBaby. You need to come to No Fluff TV. I know you won't, but still. Okay.
He might. But I'm just say Bop by DaBaby, man.
Or okay. All right.
You know, Bad and Bougie started this right now. Where we at right now. The Migos are pioneers.
For the 2010s.
Yeah. They are pioneers.
I agree.
They are
I
pioneers.
would say you're right there.
Yeah, we already know, you know, you're going to look at Kendrick, Cole, and Drake.
Right.
But when you start talking about pioneering, what it turned into, Young Thug and the Migos,
Yeah.
I don't feel like we would have a Roddy Ricch if it wasn't for Young Thug. Somebody might disagree with me.
Yeah, but I heard of Roddy Ricch, but I don't know the music, so.
But see, a lot of this music, man, that's coming out now, it's like, I still want to rap bars, but it's like more of the music has turned into melodic patterns.
I guess it depends on what you listen to, bro. Like, honestly.
Who you listen to normally?
Like, I listen to a range of people, so, but I would say my I guess current favorite recently has been the whole Griselda. Period. It's just
Benny the Butcher then?
Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, and Westside Gun.
See, I ain't ever heard a lot of them like that. That beat the other day was just Benny the Butcher, but
yeah, like
that wasn't
hard. I mean, like, I guess that's just what I like. It's like my tone.
You like Dave East too?
Dave East, yep. Like that's. I guess it's just more of what I like. I like not necessarily. I mean, I like I like baby stuff. You know, it's cool. You know, I can get down with it, but it ain't necessarily like something I would normally listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and so I do. I'm liking Griselda, what they're doing. I like you know, I still like some older people that, you know, that drop stuff, but as far as new, that's kind of what I've been into. You know what I'm saying? Like Dreamville guys, Luke and all them.
Yeah.
I think they're dope, man. So.
See, and I feel like that's true hip hop. To me, that's true hip hop right there. Still with the roots of it.
Who, a Dreamville?
Yeah, that stuff like that.
Right.
When you talking about Griselda, Davies, and all that, but the audience I'm around, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It
it depends on what you're into, what you're around, but also that's why I disagree with you.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the beat.
Yeah.
It's who you're trying to
sell it to.
Right. Who you trying to reach. And so, like, and let's say you're not necessarily trying to reach someone, it's who your audience, you're gonna get the audience that identify with you. So, like, if people want to hear realistic bars, those realistic bars not coming through on a like club party beat. It ain't coming across in that. that's gonna come across with a bop or something like that.
Yeah.
But if you want to hear some real stuff, it's got to be slowed down.
Yeah.
And I don't mean slow, but I mean it has to come through on another
But
frequency.
I don't even meet like man. I'm telling you, yo. This is my. Now we're gonna go into my struggles as an artist.
Okay.
Man, I like bass lines. If the bass ain't right, I can't feel it.
Mhm.
I can't. I don't. So a lot of these beats, man, I've been rapping for so long. Like I feel like I'm one of the best at putting bars together.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, you say you heard the bars, you know what I'm saying? You just didn't feel the energy was there.
Right.
And that's a true fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the best at putting together punchlines and lining up bars and lyrically placing my words together. But for me to get excited, man, I got to feel like that beat is right how I need it to be.
Right.
And I get excited. I'm not really into slow music, cause I'm not a slow person. I move at a swift pace. Like I'm always boom, boom,
Right.
boom. Where we at? What we doing? I'm not a slow person. So
Right.
you know, it's like who you are as a person. Like you got to.
You got to find out where you want to be as far as the music.
Right.
I think it really it goes back to working with the right producer for you to find the right producer.
Right.
Not so much someone who make beats. You gotta
Find the right producer.
right, someone to kind of get into your vision to kind of
Yeah, because I was in the studio a while back, and I was telling the guys, I was like, man, I need a beat with something that they call triple bass.
Mhm.
It was slower at the time. And it was like how Bad and Bougie had that doom, 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 like that.
Mhm.
Like I like that. Like
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
But let's make it faster.
Right.
Nobody knew what I was talking about
Mm.
at that time.
Gotcha.
5 to 6 months later, DaBaby came out.
Mhm.
He had the triple bass and it was fast paced. I said, that's it right there.
Right.
He did exactly what I knew he was gonna do. He took off.
Yeah.
And that's where it's at, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a up tempo type of artist.
And so that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm more my style is quick pace, punchlines, quick delivery. That's how I built my flow.
Okay.
I don't drive at 65 miles an hour. My flow is I can go at 115, 120.
Right.
If I want to tick into driving 140, Bone Thugs flow. I can't do that over you going 1, 2, dun, dun.
Mhm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's why
I do. No, I feel what you're saying.
That's why when you hear me on certain things, it's like it's not driving me. Like I've been Super Saiyan for a long time. Like okay, whatever. I want to fight somebody Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3.
Right.
For all my anime lovers, you know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? I'm tired of fighting on Super Saiyan 1, so I need a challenge, man. I need something that's like bringing
You
that.
need a beat to kind of challenge you, to kind of push you. I got you.
Right.
All right.
Because I'm bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, another thing I want to do is get into. I don't do top fives because then you can try to get everybody from this point, that point. You don't have to do all that. But I do ask, what is your starting five? Meaning, these five, when rapping, whether in your mind you're trying to have someone that does storytelling, that does battle, whatever, however you see it in your mind, what is your starting five? Like in basketball, they're gonna win. You putting them five out there as far as going against another five.
What we talking about, rappers?
Yeah, rappers.
What,
Your
battling
five,
wise?
yeah, period, whatever it is. Like that, your five go against another person's five. What five would you put up?
So we talking about in the battle.
Rapping, yeah, battle or challenge, however you want to look at it.
Eminem. Jadakiss. I'm gonna throw Nas in there.
2 more.
4 and 5. You talking about battling? I'm putting Fabulous in there.
Fab, okay.
And my number 5. And we talking about battling. I'm putting Big L in there.
That's mean. That's pretty mean.
Yeah.
Eminem,
Jada Kiss,
Nas, Fabulous,
and Big L.
Big L. Wow. Yeah. That's tough right there.
Yeah, cause I listen to Fabulous too, and that's how I was kind of able to get on that Benny the Butcher beat, cause that's not where I am. I'm moving fast all the time. I'm always, if I'm not at work, I'm over here. You call my phone, I'm over there.
Right.
Moving back from them, back over here. We counting back, getting back out there. So I'm moving fast. I need music that's resonating with my energy and what I live. So I had to listen to Fabulous for like a few hours. All that was done on the spot. Like I had wrote that verse in my bed less than 24 hours before that. Before we recorded that video, I wasn't necessarily comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? I had to memorize it right before we jumped on camera. And then we just did it. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I had to listen to Fabulous to kind of get into that slow, I don't know where Benny the Butcher from, but it's like New York type
Buffalo.
vibe. Yeah, New York type vibe where I can transform my style and back into New York punchlines and stuff. Because like I say, I grew up on J.R. Writer, Dipset. Right. J.R. Writer, a quick rapper. He gonna hit you with a punchline and bounce right back to something else. And that's what my style is.
Yeah. All right.
I need pace, man.
Got you. All right, so this last thing, man, I'm starting to incorporate and giving flowers to people who may have helped you in your career, your life, or whatever that you don't normally get to tell them. So, like, you know, give them some no fluff flowers. So give them some love, some shout outs.
Some people that helped me in my career.
Or just, you know, you want to give them some love, give them some flowers right now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, a lot of times we wait till people dead, so let's give them the flowers now.
I got to give a lot of flowers to Nipsey Hussle, bro.
Right.
Like, for real. Like, if it weren't for Nip, I probably wouldn't even be able to do what I do right now. You know what I'm saying? As far as like learning the business, even though I'm still trying to create the product, like I say, it's still in progress. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to find the beat. I know my sound, but I need the beat, man. You know what I'm saying? My voice is only my voice. I need that foundation to put the voice on. So, but if it wasn't for Nipsey, I would have never learned more about marketing. Yo, it's more than just being a rapper. Like, you got to be able to reach out and embrace people, stuff like that. And that's what I learned how to do, because we threw a community cookout last year.
Right, that's dope.
We had almost 60 to 100 kids. I never in my life seen that many kids sit down eating together in
dope.
unison. Like,
right. So
that was an accomplishment. And I listened to what he said about All Money In. And I built me a team around me, and that's what I'm gonna get the other flowers to. My team,
salute to them.
That keeps me afloat with everything I'm able to do, with whether it's jumping out, making a video, or just pushing me just to sharpen my blade as far as my rap skills are concerned. I give all the flowers to them.
All right, okay. So. Yeah, man. So, you know, giving them flowers away, man. I just want to give some flowers to you, man. Appreciate you coming through for the second time.
Oh, yeah, you already know, bro. It's always a pleasure, man.
Yeah, and, you know, shout out to everyone that, you know, that watches the show, man. Watches No Fluff TV, whether it be the interviews or the conversations. You know what I mean? I just want to show y'all some love. I appreciate y'all. Everyone that share the videos. Everyone that subscribed and everything. Yeah, man, just thank y'all. And please do the same. You know, share the video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Go follow my man, Shaun Redrum, on Instagram. It's Shaun Redrum, right?
Yeah, Twitter, everything. Snapchat, same thing.
Right.
ShaunRedrum.
Word. Are you on TikTok or something like that too?
I'm not on TikTok.
Okay, I heard that was a thing. So
yeah, I'm not on TikTok.
Yeah, so... Yeah, man, make sure you follow my man. Producers, please send this man the type of beats. I know y'all watching this interview. Send my man them energetic style beats. You know what I'm saying? Give him a little, you know, create that good vibe, man, so we can shoot off over here. And, you know what I mean? Rap for the city, man, Raleigh. But yeah, man, that's it, man. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace.
This that NC State, riding round in my NC place. The Tar Heels and NC State, yes, NC's great. Cheer wine in my NC State, wouldn't rather be in any place. This the NC State, riding round in my NC place. The Winston Rams and EC State, yes, NC's great. From Cookout to Bojangles Place, wouldn't rather be in any place. This the NC State.
It's a beautiful day in the R.